y'all, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Lala and you're watching Lala Level Up. So I already know you see the title, but before we get into it, make sure you like the video, subscribe to my channel, and turn on the notification bell so you can be notified when I post my videos. Really, on my channel, I don't talk that much about pop culture, but let me know if you do want me to talk about pop culture, because I actually pay attention to it a lot. I really do, but I don't talk about it on my channel. But yeah, I had to talk about this because Diddy is out here going crazy. So Diddy is done. In my opinion, and in the opinion of many other people, Diddy is done for. We all know that Cassie is the one who was the catalyst for this big change that we're seeing now, and a whole bunch of people coming out telling their stories about Diddy and suing him. And it's crazy because people have been talking about Diddy for years. If you know, you know. His Miami parties and all of this stuff, and him being gay. And him being gay doesn't even matter, but like him like using gay activity on other men like as a way to like intimidate them or to use it like over their head and stuff. Wendy Williams talked about that a long time ago, but I don't know. I think it's really crazy that everything is now coming out. His house is getting raided, and he's seemingly trying to act like he's unbothered, but he's literally going down. Like, when the feds get involved and they're raiding your house, like Homeland Security, you going down. Diddy is going down. Like, he's definitely, I don't know if he's gonna go to jail, but like, I feel like he's gonna go to jail because like, come on now. And I don't think it's done. I think more people are gonna come out talking about what he did and how he drugged them and all of this, all of that, allegedly. And I just feel like it's crazy, and I feel like it's very true that 2024 is the year of truth, and we're seeing it every day. Like, we're seeing it in news stories, we're seeing it in pop culture, we're seeing it in current events. What's done in the dark is finally coming to the light, and people cannot hide behind their money, behind their perceived power, behind their status, anything, their connections. Everything true is coming out, you know? And I don't know what that means. I don't know if that means we're in the end of times or what. So many crazy things are happening in the world right now, and like the best thing you can do for real is to be prayed up and protect your energy for real. I'm gonna come out with a whole video on protecting your energy because it's very important, especially in a time like this. The energy right now is like a lot of low frequencies, you know, and like the Diddy thing is being showcased, and I think it's a big lesson. I think it's a warning sign for other celebrities who are also into the same disparaging activities and disgusting behavior, pedophilic behavior. Even with the Quiet on Set, like, if you don't know, it wasn't Hulu. It came out on Max. And it's called Quiet on Set. It's a documentary about things that went down on the Nickelodeon set, like egregious things with children and these executives, the producers, and Dan Schneider and the other one. I can't think about his name right now. Something Peck. And it's just like, bro, I don't understand how like, I can't understand how parents might have been a little bit cautious. But then again, like, nah, like, that's your kid. And I know, I guess in the documentary, they would say, you know, I didn't want to speak up, or I didn't want to push too far, or I didn't want to be too inquisitive because I didn't want to mess up this opportunity for my child. But, like, the safety of your child has to come first. It has to. And even the other executives that were on set, like the other women writers who came out in the documentary talking about the hostile work environment that they had to, you know, deal with every day, working with these execs like Dan Schneider and the Peck one. And I just think, like, nobody said anything. Like, everybody failed these children. Now they're going to be traumatized for the rest of their lives. Like, they're talking about things in that documentary that happened 20 years ago. And when, you know, people are recanting their stories during the documentary, like, they're still traumatized. They're still heartbroken, still struggling. When you are abused at any age, for real, at any age, but especially as a child, when you are young and your brain is still developing and you're trying to understand yourself, your sexuality, the world, boundaries, and somebody just takes your innocence away and in such a violent way, that really traumatizes you badly, and it messes up your psyche because you're so young and your brain has not even really developed. So it's like being sexually assaulted as a child, like, disrupts your brain's, like, progression. It's growth. Like, it does something. Like, trauma really fucks with your brain, for real. And it can change you. And it not only can it change you, it does change you to some degree. And I feel so, like, my heart goes out to all those actors and actresses who were harmed, ones that we don't even know about, ones that are being harmed right now. Like, Hollywood is a scary place. You know, you have to be prayed up. Anybody who wants to work into the industry or, you know, be in Hollywood, you have to just be mindful and not look at everything with, like, big starry eyes and just get caught up in the glitz and the glam and the money and the fame, because a lot of it is smoke and mirrors, and it's not worth selling your soul. It's not worth losing your innocence. It's not worth, like, just, like, losing your self-respect and losing your confidence and just, like, losing yourself because of everything that happened while you were in the industry. Like, it's just crazy. And then with the guy who hurt Drake, the guy Peck, I don't know why I can think of his first name. He, like, did a little time in jail and then got right back out and started working right back in Hollywood. Like, how is this man a registered sex offender and he's able to work with kids again? He worked on, like, iCarly and something else, I think. And it's like, how? Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. It's like, how? And even watching these shows now, knowing what I know, it's like I see it so differently. Like, I'm literally watching this show not knowing the actors in the show were being sexually assaulted at that time. And they're still putting on a show for the rest of the world. It's just so crazy. And of course, they're the breadwinners for their families, so they don't want to speak up. They don't want to stop the cash flow because they're providing for their family as minors. Like, imagine that. Imagine living off of your child because they're an actor or an actress. Like, that's crazy to me. And that puts so much pressure on the child. And then labor laws were not enforced back then, the child labor laws. It's just so much. And it's just so dirty to think about how so many things that are sacred, people use for evil. Like, sex is a sacred act, and to use that act to harm other people and to, like, take away somebody's consent and just disgusting. Like, it's just so much. I don't even want to talk about it too much, but it's just, like, it's just sad. This world, bro, like, you have to educate yourself because for real, you need to know what's going on out here, but at the same time, you got to protect your energy, and you can't, like, I haven't even finished watching Finish on Set. I don't even know if I'm going to finish because it just becomes too much, you know? And it's, like, really heartbreaking. And even with the Diddy lawsuit with Cassie, this is all public information. You can go Google it up and look at the case file and, you know, read the lawsuit. And the things that this man did to her, allegedly, were so egregious. Like, I literally read it. This thing was huge. It probably took me, like, an hour and a half to read it. But I said, no, I'm interested. Like, I want to read this court document. I don't want to listen to the blogs. I don't want to listen to the headlines. I want to read what Cassie and her lawyer submitted in a court of law against Diddy. And it was terrible. And my heart goes out to her. And she's from Connecticut. I'm from Connecticut. Cassie's from Connecticut. And it's like, damn, like, that's so sad. And even though she probably got to pay out a settlement, money does not heal you. She deserves that, of course, but, like, that doesn't heal her. She's still gonna struggle in her mind, you know, pain that someone inflicted on you, and that somebody is somebody that you love. Like, imagine, you don't even have to imagine because so many people go through this, but the person you love causing you pain, physical, mental, emotional, financial. He was providing for her. She wasn't out working no job, Cassie. So it's so many levels of abuse and manipulation and just narcissism. Like, Diddy is absolutely a narcissist, and he deserves everything that he gets. I don't feel bad for him. He involved his kids in the situation. Justin Combs is all up in the lawsuit, all up in those court documents. Young Miami, this other one, 50 Cent baby mama, Daphne Joy, sex workers being prostitutes for him, and what else, smuggling drugs, whatever they do, allegedly. And it's just like, and Young Miami, oh my God, she ain't even have to do none of that. She didn't have to do none of that. Girl had a career. Girl was a city girl. She didn't need Diddy. Here's the thing. Young Miami didn't care about music. Young Miami cared about money. So once she found somebody who was going to provide money and she didn't have to rap to get the money anymore, she'd rather just live off of this man and just have sex with him for money or whatever their arrangement was, allegedly, than actually work for her bread. She didn't want to work. Young Miami is lazy. Like, I'm so sorry. She's lazy. She gave up her whole rap career to be a paid hoe. And he ended up having a baby on her. She was holding up signs for him, looking a damn fool. Embarrassing women. Embarrassing black women. Just a damn shame. You see, JT distanced herself, as she should have, a long time ago, because what is that? You cannot work in evil and think it's never gonna come out. When you're doing evil things, like, you doing things in the dark and thinking God don't see you. God sees everything that you do. Everything that you do, the things you do where nobody's watching, the things you do that nobody knows, God knows. God knows. You cannot do nothing in secret. You're always being watched. Always. Have integrity. Have some humility. Like, girl, she deserves whatever she get too. I don't feel bad for her at all. She was very much talking about who she was, saying openly and outwardly that she's a whore, she a freak. And are we not even paying attention to a lot of these female rap lyrics, how they're just talking about prostitution? Like, it's glorified prostitution at this point. That, like, people are not even realizing that they're prostitutes. They think they're just getting the bag, or they think that they're being smart, or they're finessing a nigga, or like, no, you're a prostitute. You sell sex for money. And I'm not even judging you by me saying that. I'm just stating the facts. The facts. Not everything is opinion. There are facts. Like, definition of a prostitute in the dictionary is a paid hoe. And that's what a lot of these women are. Paid hoes. You make your bed, you gotta lie in it. And you lay down with dogs, you get fleas. Let this be a lesson to everybody that what glitter isn't always gold. Don't compare yourself to other people. Don't look at other people's relationship and think it's couple goals. You don't know what's going on behind closed doors. You don't know what people are getting into. And it's best for you to just focus on you, stay prayed up, level up the best way you can, and just stay focused on your goals and live your regular life until you live your extravagant life, whatever that looks like for you. But don't compare yourself to people on social media. Don't compare yourself to these celebrities, because you be thinking they rich, but you don't know what they doing to get that money. You don't know what they got to do. You don't know what they got to live with. You don't know what trauma they have, what therapy they're going to have to do lifelong now, what medication they on. These people go to psych wards. These people end up in institutions because they cannot handle the things that they've experienced in this industry that is Hollywood. It's a dark place. And if you don't protect yourself and if you're not wise and mindful, you will crumble. You have to be strong, have a strong mind, have fortitude. You can go to Hollywood and be successful. You can be in the industry and you can make something of yourself. But you have to be very mindful of the energies that are around. You have to be sound and grounded in yourself. You have to be grounded in your spirituality or in something that just keeps you connected to source, to the creator, to God. You have to, because if not, then you're just going to be swept away along with the devil. And you don't want that life at all. And I thought it was very important that I make this video because this is like a really hot topic right now. And it's very telling that you just don't judge a book by its cover, in a good way and in a bad way, because things that look good may not be good. And things sometimes that look bad might not be bad. Open your minds. But girl, Diddy is done. Like, he's done. His legacy is over. It's ruined. He was so bad to all the artists that he signed. He stole their money, stole their music. They were poor, died poor, while he became a billionaire off of them. Diddy has no talent. Diddy's a thief. And he's an evil man. And he gets whatever he deserves. And I don't feel pity for him or anyone else involved. And yeah, may God have mercy on all of them. And y'all, that's all I got for you today. That is my video of the day. Diddy is done for. Don't forget to leave a like on the video. Make sure that you are subscribed. And as always, you can be, do, and have whatever you desire. You are limitless. Until next time. Lala, level up.